Greetings, one and all. Greetings. I hope you're having a great time, and I hope you're well. I'm watching View Attitudes podcast, and I use View Attitudes as my moniker because if you change your view, you could change your attitude. And sometimes, really, we need to have our attitudes changed, don't we? The reason that we need to have our attitudes changed will become clear as we proceed in this broadcast. Today, I had the experience of watching a video that was addressing the inequities associated with women's soccer and men's soccer. Now, if you've been paying attention to the news, you probably know that the women's soccer team has filed suit against the United States Soccer Association. They say that they haven't been treated fairly. They say that the men have been getting paid more money than them. Well, this video that I'm talking about, this video makes it clear through analytical evidence that that's really just not true. In fact, when you do the numbers, the woman got paid more than the men. I'm gonna put a link to that video in the comment section. You'll be able to watch that video yourself and you be the judge. Because that's what he did when he presented the video. He said, you'll be the judge. And after watching it and judging it, I say that the women don't have a case, and it turns out the judge agreed with it. So what am I selling that for? I sent the video to a good friend of mine, a friend I trust a lot, a friend who trusts me. We have a great amount of respect for each other. And the point of sending him the video was to share with him how the media will paint things in an unfair light just to suit their purpose. Now, I don't demonize the media for doing that because that's their business. Their business is finding some way to make me and you watch their channel or purchase their newspaper or read their periodical or what have you. And that's the point I was wanting to make to him. I made the mistake of getting into another area where the media has a narrative of their own. As you can see, I'm a Black person, and the media has this narrative that Black people, Black men are being targeted by police and that they're being unfairly stopped and killed and what have you. I don't believe that for a minute, and he does. And he went on to tell me that he's got several videos that he'd like me to take a look at. And when I finish the video, I will come to the same conclusion that he did, which I won't. In fact, I won't even watch the video. I've been Black for 60 some odd years, and I know what it's like to be in America and be Black because I'm Black and I'm an American. And I just don't have the reality that he's describing. In an effort to sell me on his point of view, he tells me a scenario. He gives me a hypothetical situation. What if, Victor, a policeman was beating the slop out of you and calling you nigger and just really taking advantage of you, and in a similar situation with a person who wasn't Black, he didn't do that? Wouldn't that prove it to you? No, that wouldn't prove it to me. And I wouldn't care about that analogy because see, what he's doing is he is setting himself up for a negative outcome. Why in the world would you plant some seed like that into your mind? Why would you put that into your subconscious mind to attract something like that into your life? See, what he isn't realizing is that what you think about, you bring about. And the way that works, and Bob Proctor makes a pretty good case for this in this video on vibrational frequency. I'll also put the link to that in the comment section as well. He talks about how everything operates on a vibrational frequency. That's your mind, my shoes, this video, and human beings have the ability to change their vibrational frequency by whatever emotional state that they're in. So if you're in an emotional state of fear, then you're going to attract more situations into your life that's going to make you fearful. And I'm not interested in being fearful. Now, my life is a little different from his because he is not a Black person, but it just blows me away that he wants me to buy into the narrative that he has been fed. When you think about the media, and the stories that you have heard, the stories about Donald Trump, the stories about black men, all of that stuff, it's all designed to create emotion. And as Candace Owens once said, when someone is able to lead you by your emotions rather than rationally, they get to control you. But you see, there's an even bigger reason why you don't want to buy into that. There's an even bigger reason why you don't want to believe that police are trying to kill you. I'm a black man. You think I'm going to believe that police are trying to kill me? Let's just say that I believe that police are trying to kill me. What is my life going to be like? Assuming that I'm normal and I don't want to die. Well, every moment of my day as I'm walking the street, I'm going to be fearful about a policeman killing me. Now, my friend and others, they believe that it is more important to be accurate. It's more important to be real. They tell me that I'm delusional because I don't believe what they say is true. Well, the point that I want to make to them is some random person that gets shot by the police because he disobeyed an order, or got shot by the police because he did some other thing, resisted arrest, what have you, that person doesn't have anything in common with me. That person may have the same skin color that I do, but worrying about that person and carrying a torch for his emotional support, that doesn't matter to me. You may characterize that as selfish, but when you consider that the life that you live results from the predominant thoughts that you have in your mind, you got to be diligent about what you think. You cannot buy into the fact that people are trying to kill you, because you know what happens when you do that? You attract it into your life. Why do you want to attract bad things into your life? Now, you don't have to believe what I'm saying, and you can think that it's all just random if you want to, and you can come up with scenarios just like my friend did. But our thoughts are seeds, and all seeds grow. And any thought that we have persistently will grow whatever the object of that thought is. By harboring thoughts of fear, by harboring thoughts of resentment, you draw that sort of thing into your life. And when you get that sort of thing into your life, you have no one to blame. When we have negative outcomes over and over and over, it's us. When we have things occur to us because of what we think, it's us. We are the ones that are in control of what we're thinking, and we are the ones that craft our life. Circumstances don't make us, we create the circumstance. Now, my friend, the one that inspired this video, I like him. I like him very much. However, I don't like him enough to harbor his point of view. He likes me too. He wants me to have his point of view. However, he doesn't really get my point of what that I'm trying to make. I'm not trying to be right or wrong, even though we human beings are stuck on trying to look good and be right. But the point is, I want to use my mind to attract people to me that think just like I do. It's not a matter of getting people to do this or getting people to do that or trying to control people. It's about controlling my mind, using my subconscious mind to form the neural pathways that form the rails for like-minded people to find me. That's the selfishness of my life, and that's how I see it. This tendency for human beings to look good and be right, it's so debilitating, you will go to the mat so you can be right. What good is it doing him or anybody else to carry around this notion that Black men are being targeted by police? This mind that we have, this human mind, I tell you, it can do a lot of things, and it can convince you of a lot of things. All you have to do is to decide to believe it. A lady I pay attention to often, a lady named Byron Katie, she is quoted as saying, "When I believed my thoughts, I suffered." So you don't have to believe your thoughts just because they show up. You can change your thoughts. by using spaced repetition on a continual basis. So the point I want you to take from this video is don't buy into the narrative that doesn't improve your life. In fact, learn more about the vibrational frequencies that Bob Proctor talks about, because these vibrational frequencies are the stuff of life. And once you get a hold of the vibrational frequency strategy and the way that it works, well, you're going to be a lot more careful about the things you allow in your mind. Even the fact that my friend had the conversation with me that he did today, I believe I attracted that into my life. And the reason I attracted it into my life is because I needed to make a video tonight to promote my point. If just one person watches this video and come to the realization that not only are they creating the racial narrative in their mind, but every other outcome in their life that they're experiencing that they don't want, they are creating it by the thoughts that they allow in their mind. And that is why my podcast is called View Attitudes Podcast, because if you change your view, you could change your attitude. And if your attitude has not got you soaring in life, if your attitude has not got you making 100% of your goals, then you want to change your attitude. And the first step in changing your attitude is changing your view. So change your view to one of a winner, because winners win and they do not allow themselves to be hoodwinked by the media. This is Victor Irving Jenkins in View Attitudes Podcast. Until next time, do me a big favor and have yourself a good time.